Hi, my name is Richard Francisco Velez. I've talked a lot about people who are controlling the American system, who are part of an illegal group who could be your senator, your congressman, the police officer on the beat, definitely your bankers, and others in high position in the government, including Social Security. Yes, people in Social Security have robbed me. People in Workers' Comp, Liberty Mutual have robbed me. Workers' Comp in New York had let my attorneys, with the help of people working at New York State Workers' Comp, have robbed me of my rights. They knew I had flown from Seattle to New York to be at that hearing back in 2007. But neither the courts, who knew I was in New York at a homeless shelter on 14th Street, or my attorneys, who knew I flew in from Seattle, bothered to have me at that hearing so they could throw the case. Now, what does this have to do with you? Well, you all know who caused the recession here. Why hasn't any banker been brought to court to face the crime they have committed? Well, I'll tell you why. And you know why too. Because they are part of this illegal organization in this country that controls this country. You think we go by our Constitution? No. America doesn't. Everybody knows how corrupt our system is here in America. But you say, well, that's the way it is. It won't bother me. Well, you're wrong. I have money stolen from all the banks with the help of corporations. I even had an internet security. I had Norton 360. And still I got viruses. I had to take Norton off. I had Norton Mobile. They wouldn't deploy on my phone. Corruption is widespread in this country. You don't have a job, or one of your family members don't have a job because of these people in a organization that corrupts our system. They are willing to work with people like ISIS. They bring drugs into this country, and our police force has people who are part of this corrupt system that let crimes go unpunished because it was somebody in their organization. Now, they own housing in Seattle. I can only live in those type of housing, and I've been robbed in every one of them. They get government funds. Yes, those companies get your tax dollars. Now, you think it doesn't affect you? Well, they're getting your tax dollars. They're robbing you and getting away with it. And by you keeping quiet, this nonsense will continue. We all have to speak up. Why didn't Congress allow whistleblowers because they're afraid that if you blow the whistle, it's going to come back to them. That's why they didn't pass that law. Because they are part of the corruption. The ones who aren't will pass a whistleblowing law for this country. So demand it. Demand lobbyists no longer can lobby. Make it illegal. Unions who are stealing money from their membership, those in charge should go to jail. I received a letter just recently saying if you don't want to interrupt it, pick a Medicare or whatever. Well, you know what? That's BS because they haven't paid my health care for 8 years. Yes, Dennis Rivera started it, the cousin of my late wife, and it continues today under the same leadership that Dennis Rivera backs at $11.99 SEIU. The corruption is widespread, and we need to put those people in jail. People, be brave, strong. Protect your children. Protect your grandchildren. You don't want your children marrying into a family like that, as I did.